In the beginning, there was the product, and it was pretty good. Problem was, nobody knew anything about it. So minutes after the invention of the product came the invention of advertising. Since that moment, advertising has been on a quest to make compelling messages and put them in front of the right audience. From simple signs to highway billboards, from newspaper ads to radio and TV, each new form of technology helped advertisers reach more people. Because the more people you can get to see your message, the more you sell, right? Not exactly. If you're selling ice, it doesn't matter how many Eskimos see your ad. The idea is to get your message to the people who need and want what you've got. Enter technology. As media matured, programming schedules diversified, and statistics defined audience segments, so advertisers could sell mom things to moms, dad things to dads, teen things to teens. Whew, glad we solved that. Or did we? Because not every dad is the same, and no two teenagers are alike. And we know not everyone watches the same show, not even the Super Bowl. Fast forward, click. Welcome to the web. Here, smaller groups of people can and do come together around very narrow common interests. They're not always connected by geography or demographics. They're connected by something more powerful, the things they like. Which means now you can find and communicate with people who are really interested in what you have to say. Here's a rule of thumb most business people know. About 20% of your customers account for 80% of your business. Like a lot of rules of thumb though, this one is pretty broad, maybe too broad. Luckily, with more technology comes more data and much more refined information about your customers and prospects. In study after study, the significant digit that keeps coming forward is 4%. That's right, just 4% of your customer base moves the bulk of your business. They're your most enthusiastic customers. The ones who buy the most, the ones who tell their friends, and the ones who help you spread the word. They're the ones you want to reach first. At Brunner, we call them the 4% factor, and we can help you reach them. Thanks to the way people use the web to connect, not only can you find them, you can speak to them in a much more personal way, in much more targeted media, both online and off. We use a set of markers to help identify your 4%ers. We learn their usage patterns, their particular likes and dislikes, and craft messages that speak to those particulars. Not only that, because we get to know the 4%ers very well, we can create messages that make better emotional connections to them, all of which has led us to a different beginning. Instead of starting with a broad message to as many people as possible, we begin with the 4%ers. We strike up a more specific conversation. As they spread the message among their friends, we help it along by combining broader traditional media with more specific social and digital efforts. That gives you deeper, more relevant communications and helps build a community of advocates, people who love your product just as much as you do. By creating a new beginning, we put your brand ahead of advertising's historical curve. Where it goes from there is up to the imagination. To begin the conversation with the most valuable 4% of your customers, we suggest beginning a conversation with Brunner about the 4% factor.